Hey, what's up everybody? Coach Brien Shamp here. I am with trainer Maria. Thank you for joining me today. She's going to be my lovely assistant today. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the 7 primal movement patterns. So some of you have asked, what do you do in workouts? What do you do in your boot camps? Here's what we do. So this is what I think about when I write a workout. So I write up all the workouts to send to our coaches. The workouts are based upon 7 primal movement patterns. I didn't develop the primal movement patterns. It is developed by a guy named Paul Check, one of my mentors. So these are all functional movement patterns, whether you are looking to get in great shape or looking to rehab. These are 7 things we should be pretty efficient at. All right, so we're going to go over the most common exercises within each of the movement patterns. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with squats. And I'm going to go pretty quickly because I know that you're not going to listen to an hour video. So I'm going to do my best I can to give about 3 of the most common exercises per movement, and hopefully you can rewind this if you need to and get a little more out of it as needed. All right, so our number 1 movement pattern for life, whether young or old, professional athlete, beginning athlete, is a squat. So we're going to do a body weight squat, no weight. All right, so the most important thing is being connected to the ground. You want to feel all 5 toes, the ball of the foot. So the ball of the foot, there's 2 bones where you hit the gas and the brake. Really lock in, connect. Spread those toes. You also want to feel the outer foot. All right, outer foot. You want to feel the point right in the main part of the arch, okay? And then the last point is the heel. So there's 10 points right there. 10 points. 5 toes, ball of the foot, the main point of the arch, the outer foot, and the heel. 10 points. If she's locked in, there's no way I can move her. She's locked in. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hinge. So show me your squat. Hinge and lower. We want to get to about 90 degrees. You can go more if you have the mobility. So she's got really good form and really good mobility. So the most important thing about the squat is don't let your shin go forward. You can see she's just doing a little bit, not bad. All right, keep going. Squeeze your butt at the top, eyes straight ahead, and that is our body weight squat. For those people that need more help, she's been doing this for a while, we'll pull out the boxes. So let's go ahead and do the box, Maria. Power lifters, they tend to use a box on many of their workouts because the squat is one of their most important exercises, okay? Good. So the box helps us hinge back farther so we don't get that shin to go forward. When the shin goes forward, a lot of times people complain of knee pain. All right? Eyes straight ahead. Inhale down. Exhale up. When we breathe at the right time with the movements, the movement becomes better. Now, progression off that is, so when you get better, we can do various types of things with weights. All right? This happens to be a goblet squat. I like a goblet squat. All right? So I'm going to move this forward just a little bit. We're going to use the box. We'll just continue with the box. I prefer to use the boxes every workout because why not use them if it is something that helps you and you don't have to think as much. All right? So goblet squat. You want to elbows in. You want to get a really strong grip. Throw your chest out. Pinch your shoulder blades. And then continue the same movement. It shouldn't look any different just because you have a weight. Now we can do all kinds of fancy things. We can put kettlebells over our head. That's all great, but we got to make sure the foundation's good. Perfect. All right. So right here. So now our next most common exercise is a split squat. Again, we do lots of squats. So let's do a split squat. Let's actually take a knee like this. This is the easiest way. Come on down. So from the side, you should see 90-90. Knee over ankle, knee in line with hip. Same thing with the back leg, okay? So we can do whatever you want with your hands. This is a prisoner position she's in right now, kind of, if she was interlaced. All right? We could also put the hands on the hips, whatever. Feel the foundation here. If you fall over, spread those toes for me. Right there, let that one go. Perfect. That big toe is your balance. Let's go ahead and drive up without moving that foot, though. That back foot is your key. Inhale down, exhale up. So at the top of all these movements, squeeze the butt. Pinch your shoulder blades, eyes straight ahead. Inhale down, exhale up. So this is known as a split squat. Let's go ahead and switch sides so she doesn't be lopsided all day. Yep, perfect. And again, I like to have people set up on the ground if possible, just because it's easier to make sure we do it right. All right. The worst thing is the worst part of a split squat or stationary lunge is taking too small of a step. So I need to make sure that's a pretty big step. Easier on the knees. Inhale down, exhale up. If you have knee issues, you don't have to start here. You can start up here, but just aim for bigger step than smaller. Belly drawn in, tuck this back hip, and good. So that's a stationary lunge or split squat. So that's our main squats. We do a lot of others, but that's good to start. So next we're going to go into the pulling pattern. So let's go over to the TRX, and let's go over the TRX row. So we do a lot of TRX rows because it's pretty good exercise that people can learn quickly, and advanced people could get really far into the wall, or beginning folks, 80-year-olds, they can even do this, all in the same class as that person who's super strong. So here's the exercise. So it's a row. We want to make sure we have low hands. Low hands. Somebody may hear me say Lindsay. Lindsay, low hands. Keep your hands low, okay? So you want to be in a plank position, suspended. Now if she wants to make it harder, we just walk forward a little bit. That makes it like a lot harder, 10 pounds maybe. Okay, now if she wants to make it easier, then you can do this within a given set. Pull. That's our neutral grip row. Now we can do reverse grip. Perfect. Let's do the same thing. Yep, row. Perfect. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. And the key thing for a lot of people is engaging the neck. We just want to relax the neck. Low hands does that. Let's go back a couple little steps. We're going to go over the one arm row. So let go of one handle. Hold it with two hands, and now that's a pretty steep angle right there. Most people cannot do that. They may need to walk back, let go of one hand. Perfect, row. That's the one arm. Now the challenge of this one is keeping your hips stable. Your core's got to fire, right? Yep. So try to keep your hips square, your shoulders square. Do a couple on the other side. A lot of times we'll do 20 seconds on each side. We may do 15 seconds on each side. Perfect, good. All right, that's the one arm row. Next, the most common thing we do is pull-ups for our pull pattern. So we're going to go right here. And again, most people can't do pull-ups without help. She's pretty strong, but she is a little bit tired now. She just did those other ones. This is a regular pull-up. Now she can do a couple. How many can you do actually? Not that many, okay. She can do it for a couple though, and she's pretty impressive. So, but most people are going to do a jumping pull-up. So let's come all the way down and use your legs to come up. Perfect. Come all the way down. Full range of motion. Perfect. Now let's do a reverse grip. Yep, reverse grip is a lot easier on your shoulders, as this is probably the easiest on neutral grip when you keep your elbows in. So we have another station in the other room which allows for a neutral grip. But just know you can use your legs, right? The more I use my legs, the easier it is. Perfect, done. So last note is that if you have a shoulder issue or limited mobility, don't do this. Don't do anything overhead. Do the rows here. We also could do horizontal rows with elastic tubing and a bunch of other things. Okay, so that's our pull. Let's go to number 3. Third pattern is the lunge. So forward lunges. So face me, Maria. Actually, I'm sorry. I will go over here. Yes, perfect, that's fine. All right, so forward lunges, just let's put the hands on the hips for now. Foundation, always think foundation first, belly drawn in. Inhale, step, okay? So it's basically like that split squat, down with your back leg, push back. Good, keep going. Inhale, she's doing an alternating forward lunge. So you want to think about your foundation. We talked about the feet as the foundation, feeling the whole ground. But we also want to think about your core as a foundation. I didn't talk too much about that. You want to draw your belly in on every exercise. She's breathing at the right time. A lot of folks, even people that have been with me for a long time, breathe opposite. And that actually reduces your strength. Okay? It actually increases your likelihood for knee problems. So it's inhale, step. One more. And exhale. Good. Okay. So that's good. Backwards lunges. Let's go backwards now. Same thing. Shouldn't look much different. Inhale, exhale. So we do forward, back, side, walking with objects. Inhale, exhale. Now if she's falling over, it's going to be because her big toe is coming off the ground. That's one reason. Okay, keep going. Inhale, exhale. Maybe because she's looking side to side or down. So your head position is super important for all of these things. Posture, core strength, foundation of the feet. So that's our back lunge. Back lunges are actually easier than forward for a lot of folks for knee issues. Okay? And then we do a lot of walking lunges. Forgot my comma here, but walking lunges. So let's just go that way, Maria, for the camera. So start over here. Let's do a walking lunge in prisoner position. Just come over here a little bit. So prisoner position I like to do a lot. That's here. We may do that in a squat. We may do that in lunge position. Let's do walking lunges and stop in the center. Center. Keep going. So I like to stop in the center as my initial progression because you get to reset your pelvis. Good. Same breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Okay. Now when you go back, let's progress it. So if you feel pretty good with that, we're going to go, let's just do it on the hips right now. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're transitioning right through the center. This is a progression. Pinching your shoulder blades, eyes straight ahead, driving up. Inhale, explode up. Perfect. Good. Progressions on that are holding dumbbells, doing different things with your arms, lots of different things, but that's the mechanics. Okay? That's number 3. So number 4 pattern is the push. Let's come on down and do some push-ups. So actually, one of the movements we did today is actually a great beginner push-up. Let's actually start right here. We did this in today's workout, and I always forget that this is an easy way to teach push-ups. So the most important thing is low hands, elbows in, belly drawn in, squeeze your butt. So 3 Bs, belly drawn in, bladder engaged, squeeze your butt. What we're gonna do is this. We're gonna come up and knee up. So down, this allows you to rest. So it's actually an easier way to begin a push-up. Knee up, keep going, keep going. So your fingers are kind of important here. So we want to spread our fingers. That's the foundation for our hand-based movements. Chest is up. Good. So now, that's just one way to do a push-up. It actually makes it easier the faster your knee goes up. So drive the knee up faster. Yep, perfect. Okay, now go a kneeling push-up. So a lot of folks may say, God, I just can't do that. But let's go over the push-up now. So a lot of people say, I can't even hold my body up with my hands. So let's just do this. Let's go back to our starting position. I like to start on a burpee. Which I didn't even write there. It's one of our key movements. Spread your fingers, hands low. Now that's one way. We're going to just go in on the knees, but go like this now on your fist. So the fist takes it out of your wrist. All right? Makes it easier on your elbows. And we're going to go up and down. Again, I can rest and up. Keep going. So that's kind of a modified push-up in kneeling position and modified for the wrist issues. Lots of folks have wrist issues these days, forearm issues, elbow issues. Because we're on a computer doing too much texting and things like that, keep your chest up. You don't need to go down too low. Inhale, right there is good. And up. Perfect. So neutral wrist, here, much easier. Perfect. All right, come on up. And we can make push-ups much harder, but most people don't need to do that. All right, take a seat. Getting tired yet? Never. All right, so we do this one quite a bit. Dumbbell press. We could be on a ball like this, or we could be on the floor. What we're going to do is we're going to hold it with both hands. Yep. I like this one because it actually keeps us in that neutral wrist position like I just mentioned. Same thing with pull-ups or rows. We tend to do a lot of neutrals, easier on the shoulder. Throw your chest up. So if you take a look at her hips right now, she's a little up, a little high, drop a little bit. So I want to see the shoulder, the hip, the knee all in alignment, knee over the ankle. Looks pretty good. We're activating the hamstrings and glutes right there. Down, inhale, up. Perfect. So I like this position, low hands again. I don't want to engage your neck and shoulders. This is a traditional pressing pattern. All right, she's got 15 right now. Most women are good about 20, 25. Okay? All right, next. I'm going to take that from you. So stay right there. We may do it with one dumbbell in each hand. Let's go right here. Perfect. Collarbones up. Yep. So I will always say pack your shoulders on a movement like this, which depresses the shoulders, engages the lats here. That supports your shoulder. Drop your hips just a little bit so you don't hyperextend your back. Right there is good. So you want to squeeze the butt but not go into an arch, basically, right? Inhale, exhale. Now that's good. You know, we could go traditional chest press, like out to the side, right? Let's try that one. Out to the side. Yep. A little more of an angle. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Like that. Like that. That's how most people do bench pressing, right? So a little harder on the shoulder. We do this once in a while, but most of the time I'm going to keep people in. This is just much easier. It's more triceps, okay? So you just have some variety there, and that is our press. All right? Good. Let's go ahead and put that down. All right. TRX press. Let's come on over here real quick. We'll lose this right here. All right, the chest press. Remember the chest press. It's the opposite of the row. All right, so basically think air push-up. And this will be done with our most common pressing patterns. All right, ready? So we're going to come down, inhale, exhale up. So if you see her from the side view, you can't really tell from your angle right now, but you want to be on the tippy toes, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, ear, all in a line. If I want to make it harder, or if she wants to make it harder actually, she just walks her feet back a little bit. That's about 10 more pounds. Okay, inhale down, up, press. Perfect, good. All right, keeping those hands low. Perfect, done. All right, so next we have the hinge patterns. All right, so we got 3 main things I put on the board here. The number 1 is the deadlift. So this gets often confused. So a deadlift is lifting a dead object off the ground. So whenever we lift an object, we don't know how heavy it is, right? I'm actually gonna grab this one. Even like right now, I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna make sure the weight's not too heavy. I don't wanna be surprised, right? So I wanna get right on, I'm gonna move it over here though. So I'm gonna get right on top of it. It's lighter here than it is here, right? So we get right on top of it in this case. Feel your foundation, belly drawn in, hinge, grab it. So we don't want to pick it up yet though. Yeah, we're not ready for that. So let's go right here, engage your lats, get your grip, eyes straight ahead. Yes. All right, chest is up. We're going to pick it up. All right, that is a deadlift, lifting a dead object. Hinge, belly drawn in, support your back, squeeze your shoulder blades, put it down. Keep your hands there. There's various things you could do there, but grab it the whole time in this case, drive it up. Inhale, hold it, pause, keep going, do a couple more. So this is a deadlift. This is a deadlift, okay? A deadlift is a bent knee exercise. Only if you see us write the word straight leg deadlift is the legs going to be straight. So it's just a hinge. It is not a squat. People get confused with the straight leg deadlift and the squat. So there should be a pause. Boom. Okay, now let's go. Hold on one moment. Okay, let's go straight leg deadlift. So, yep. So now we're not going to touch the ground on a straight leg deadlift. Inhale down and up. Pinch your shoulder blades. Keep your forearms. Let's keep the forearms really close to the body. On all these kettlebell things, we're not going to go over swings, but we want to keep everything really tight. Inhale, keep it tight, even closer. Yep. The farther this kettlebell comes out to here, it's more stress on your back. Okay? Perfect. Good morning. Let's go right here now. Good morning. Last one to cover in the hinge series. Let's go feet shoulder width on the good morning. Belly drawn in just like the last one. Hinge. And up. This is a front-loaded goblet hold. Good morning. And up. Pinch right here again. So on all these movements, the squat, the goblet squat, all of these things, pinch those shoulder blades. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. So that's the end of our hinge series. Again, we do a lot more hinging movements, but I'm going to continue this video in a moment for the last 2 patterns.